Good evening. It's Kicking It with the Clunkies. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Dave.
How's it going?
Good. It's Friday. Friday fun day, right?
Woohoo!
Man, that week went by fast again.
I know. It was so exciting. So many fun things going on at the shop at Right Hook, and it was busy. I love a new customer came in today. I didn't tell you this. He's like, "Oh my God, you're right in my backyard. I'm 2 doors down, and I love local, and I am a roofer, and I'm starting my own business." He was so excited. Like, I love helping people from start to finish. I'm like, well, you really need business cards, and this is what, we want to get you some snag-proof clothing and all of these type of things. So he's excited and ready to go. So I got to give a shout out. Oh my God, I can't remember the roofing company, but I'll give them a shout out next time.
We'll put a shout out in next time, and we'll put it in the liner notes like we've been trying to do every episode. Let all the people we talk about, all the companies we talk about, we want to give them a shout out for sure. So that's awesome. I love when, and we had another customer today pick up his stuff. He was all excited about his a roofing company too. So I mean, it's
oh, I know
roofing company Wednesday or roofing company Friday, but yeah, just the ideas. What's so cool about what we do is, this guy came in, he wanted some decals, helmet decals and shirts, but you just start talking to people, and there are 20 things that we can do for these people, and that's kind of the coolest thing about what we do. Not that, we definitely, somebody comes in and says, I need business cards, and says, well, do you need shirts? Do you need, do you need your truck
upsell
decaled? I mean, and all of a sudden their eyes are wide open, like, yes, I do. I need that, I need this, and I need some pens to give away. So, that's kind of the cool thing. Somebody walks in thinking they're going to get one thing. Not that we do it in a slimy way, but they start seeing all the things around the shop, and in our new place we've got the all the samples sitting out there, and it's pretty cool. Everyone gets can kind of see what we do. And
even a competitor came in today who's a wholesaler, but she's like, oh wow, this place looks amazing. So we've come far in the last 6 months of getting manufacturing location up and running, and cheers to the city of the township of Lake Orion, working with us and stuff like that to get everything and all the permits. So it's exciting. We got an open house on May 1st with the Orion Chamber. Great organization that really, really helps the businesses. We have a wonderful community here, and I'm glad to be part of it. It's really exciting. So we're going to roll out the red carpet. We have a lot of fun things in store, lots of great swag. But, another thing I was going to say, when people come in, I take them on tours. And they get to actually see and feel our excitement of our commercial printer. And we have this amazing technology called DTF, direct to film, and DTG, direct to garment, as well as screen printing, embroidery, but the vinyl, and we're weeding tons of stickers and things like that. So it was really exciting today to, just take people and show them what we love, and they even loved it more and kept ordering. So I think that's what gives us a little edge up. We can do things same day. We don't like rush jobs, of course, but you know what? But we're there for people.
Yeah.
And that's what we do, is we're problem solvers and help people.
Absolutely. And I think, like you said, I mean, it's priceless them to see that their work is being produced right there. I mean, a lot of people look at a catalog and order something and hope that it comes in looking good. And yeah, obviously we do a lot of promo stuff that we don't produce in-house, but I mean, like the guy today came in and he's talking about putting vinyl on his truck, and he wants to do kind of a tone on his truck. And I said, well, we have this reflective vinyl that we do on a lot of our construction fleet trucks, and they require some, the decals being reflective. I'm like, well, you could put this reflective vinyl on it. He's, oh, that would look cool. Can we go out and look at it? So, it's kind of cool. You get to work with a customer and kind of show them all the different options. And another guy, another customer that we were going to do some vinyl, and the price came in pretty high, but we were doing a lot of detailed work with it, and But I was talking to you about this earlier or yesterday, and you said, well, is there another option? And I kind of was like, well, maybe, and I'm like, yeah, there always is another option. There always is.
Yep.
If the price tag is here, there's always a way to say, well, if you can't really stomach that number, what if we do this? And, maybe a couple years down the road, you'll be ready to do the other thing. But, just trying to, come back with something that will work for the customer. And, that's a lot of fun. And, like you said, them coming in, that's always cool. You said you gave a shout out to the village and to Oakland or Orion Township for, the permits and everything. But I got to give a shout out to you because the place looks amazing because of you. And, talking about that front area, you've worked really hard on making that.
Well, I'm
look
staying on a
presentable.
budget, so, we've been in business for a while, but working on a budget,
Always a
keeps-
budget.
it keeps me from buying what I really want. But yeah, we've really made it our own and showcase all the wonderful things that we do. So I'm looking forward to everybody. I hope you're all coming out on May 1st. Everybody's welcome, friends, family, customers, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
So, this podcast, we started this because we love working, we love playing, and we love giving. So we call it, work hard, play hard, give hard. So speaking of playing, I booked us some tickets for a couple weeks. We're going on Allegiant Airlines. And I know, guys, they don't have the greatest record, but I got to give them a shout out. Going up to Flint, to Tampa, or right to St. Pete Beach is amazing. It's like 2.5 hours. It is so quick, easy, reasonable. I got us flights for under $200, which, that's how we travel and that's how we roll. And the next segment, I'm going to really talk about the different airlines and some of the things that I've learned, how to book, when to book, whether you buy bags or not, or there's some secrets, how you might want to check in later because they booked the back of the plane to the front of the plane. So if you're like me and want to get in and off quick, I might have some tips for you. So stay tuned on that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any tips for the people that try to rush, from the back of the
Oh
plane?
my God, I don't get that. I guess I would be the same way, but you know what I do? I
you gotta
hate when
pee or
people
something,
rush.
geez.
I know. Well,
They just
I had
think they're
to the
better
other
than
day.
everyone. It's like,
All right, but you're letting it bother you. You
I
have to
know.
worry about worry about yourself. You can't control other people's actions. So what I've been doing is actually, I will put my earphones on and keep my favorite songs. Don't look at those people rushing, and answer some emails and work and try to forget about those obnoxious people.
I'll try that next time.
All right,
Good for
so.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we had some excitement this week. We had 2 events. On Wednesday, we were happy to do the Roaring 20s over at the Orion Township Library.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great event. Thank you, Stacy, for my wonderful shimmy dress. We kind of put some things together last minute for the event, but I think we looked pretty dapper.
Yeah. I cobbled together a bunch of stuff and made myself look like I came from the 20s. And I usually look like I just came from the 90s, but
Maybe 80s.
all right, maybe the 80s. But no, it was fun, and it was a fundraising event, but it was also an awareness about all this stuff. It's amazing. And we were talking about this a little bit the other day. It's like, libraries are so important. They have the books, a place to study and research and all that stuff. I don't have the greatest memories of going to the library when I was a kid or a student, just because it was like I was there because I was having to do a big paper or something like that. But obviously so many books are on tablets now, and we're reading more online, and obviously we're still publishing books, but it's kind of cool to see, and I don't know if all libraries are like this. I'm not really in tune with libraries, but the Orion Library is doing some amazing things outside of just having books, right? what they have like a craft center where you can you
Yeah.
laser engrave, you can embroider. I mean, they're
Yeah.
going to put us right out of.
I know that. Well,
right
you
out of
can. Yeah, I
business.
know.
But you can come in
Exactly.
and learn how to use these machines, a really nice laser engraving machine, and
Yep.
engrave a stainless steel mug or a piece of wood or something like that. Put your name on it.
Yeah, they have
Some cool
one-on-one technical help. There was a lady there that was amazing, and she was showing us how the 3D printer works. They also have a little embroidery machine, not to the high-tech level we have, but, it looked nice. And then, they were making their own bookmarks out of the printer that engraves.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was really nice. But you know what they also do? I mean, we all need these. Now with spring right around the corner, hey, we're taking away from our business here, but part of my gardening business, we power wash and do all the stuff. But they rent power washers there, and it's either cheap or free, and sanders and blowers and all these type
Wow.
of products. So I'm really impressed. So I hope people go and take advantage of
The
that.
library.
The library. So I love it. I still love going to the library. I can't read a book. I love podcasts.
So if you
But-
rent out a sandblaster or something, it's got a little sleeve where you put the little card in. Remember the card where they'd stamp it in and out?
Mm-hmm.
This is due back, and
Yep. So it was a fun event.
it was
And
a lot of fun. Good,
you know what
good
was-
vendors, food vendors.
Oh yeah, I got to give a shout out. Yeah, 313 Pizza. They always go. Drew over there and Michelle. They always go way over and beyond.
Found out Drew's a listener actually yesterday. Ran into him. He's a
That's awesome.
listener
I
of the
just got chills.
podcast. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. They are wonderful people in our community. They always come to our big parties
Absolutely.
and bring things. So I give a shout out to them. The ranch and the breadsticks, and that was yummy.
313. In fact, I saw Ryan's doing karaoke tonight there.
Oh,
karaoke,
awesome.
you know.
Oh, well, my,
Ryan Mansfield over at doing the karaoke.
Oh, I love him and Trinette. Oh, well, you know what? That's what we're going to do tonight then.
All right,
We
you're
didn't
gonna
make
sing.
a plan yet. Yep.
better
And then
not
I
talk
got to
too much. I got
give
to save the dulcet tones. My singing.
give a shout out to the Irish Tavern. We love Dougie Fresh, Dougie Young over there, and Burge and Christian. Great people. They had these amazing burritos, but it had
Corned beef.
corned beef in them.
And sauerkraut.
Oh,
Yeah, we had him on St. Patrick's Day, and then they had him again the other night. Amazing.
yep.
Very
it
good.
was
And
so
then some
good.
sort of sauce, like a zip sauce, or some sort of, I don't know what it was.
I know, it was really
It was
good.
really good. No, I love that. I mean, they were really, it was amazing.
Yeah. So we ate well that night.
Who else was there? Well, the oat soda was there.
Oh yeah, yep.
Um,
They had amazing security board. I can never pronounce it.
Faux
Faux Street.
Faux Street was there. Their food was really
Oh
good.
yeah,
Did you
those
like that?
egg rolls.
Mhm.
Oh,
And then Valentino's, which is, they get a lot of love on this podcast. So, but they were there and they had food. I'm trying to think. I don't want to leave anybody out. But just, it was a fun event, and I saw a lot of, familiar faces, saw a lot of not so familiar faces.
well, I love
kinda
going
cool.
to those events and meeting new people. And actually, Matt from Wild Painting, they're going to do our interior painting here in the next couple of weeks. We have really, really high ceilings here, and I just can't get up there. We did it, but it doesn't look as good as they can do.
Get on
And
my shoulders.
yeah, no, that's
Okay.
not going to work. But what he used to be in the beverage market, so he has all these people who can help me with Santini. So I got chills. Like you really got to sit down and talk to people. I've known this Matt for a year now, and to find this out and how he can help me and promote, him and his wife were amazing. So just want to kind of give a shout out to them too.
I haven't always been the person that just talk to people, as you know, when you met
Well,
me.
thank God I
But-
rubbed off on you.
I don't know. You have to keep talking to people. There was a book I read a long, long time ago, and I learned a little bit from it. I think his name's Keith Ferrazzi. It's called Never Eat Alone.
Oh.
And I read this years and years ago. I mean, long time ago when I first got into business, and it was all about networking. And the idea was that don't eat lunch alone. Always have lunch with somebody, and whether it's a customer or a coworker or somebody.
I love it.
Never eat alone, because we always want to eat fast. We're in a hurry, but and it was a really good book. Keith, I have to look it up, but you go to Amazon. Never Eat Alone, but it great networking book. It really stuck with me, and
Oh, that's great.
obviously, I mean, it was probably 20 years old.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty old, but good book. But yeah, talking to people, and you even though you might know, hey, he's a painter, but
Right.
what else? You get deeper with people, and
Yeah, I love it.
We were having dinner with him, so you found that out.
Exactly.
So
And you can always help people, and that's what we love. I'm helping him, he's helping me, and that's what life's about. So
yeah,
and then we went to the State of Community last night with Brian. Sorry, Chris Burnett.
Chris Burnett, yeah.
Don't confuse them.
Burnett's
Sorry,
confused.
I loved Brian in Rochester Hills. He was our mayor for years and years. I loved Rochester Hills. We moved to Lake Orion about 7 years ago, and before we came here, I remember shaking Brian's hand. I'm like, we're leaving you, Brian. I've loved and promoted this city, but I'm off to the lake. He's like, well, you're going to have to deal with my brother up there. I'm like, oh, double the trouble. And so we love Chris. He does
He's
so
great.
much for our community. He docks his boat across from us here on the lake, and just very nice and vibrant. I love what he does he really, really cares, and you can tell. So
Yeah. So last night was a state of the community thing over at
Woodside Bible.
Woodside. I kept calling it Wildwood.
What a nice facility.
Yeah, great. Over at Canterbury, and they did this. They do it every year. The first time we've gone to it, and really enjoyed it. I mean, they make it fun, and they have a theme, and it was a Peter Pan theme, and choosing adventure was the theme, and it was really cool. They did a good job with it. It was goofy and stuff like that, but it was they kind of made fun of themselves, made fun of their neighboring cities and stuff like that. But it was great. It's good. And yeah, you walk in there and you see everybody and it's really cool to see. I mean, the people that really support the community are there, and it's, the business owners, the residents, and, it's awesome.
And more food.
And more food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome. 313 was there again, right?
Were they? I don't know.
Or what?
Yeah.
There were so many people. Culver's.
Joe Zimmer was there. Yeah.
They didn't have up all the nameplates, but
Texas Roadhouse had
yeah.
had their
Oh my
bread.
God.
Yeah, we love
their
the bread.
bread and that dip.
Done
Yummy,
some
yummy.
work for them. Yeah. So
Yeah, it was great to see. All of our customers. That's what's so fun about it.
Yeah, but it's so cool to hear what's going on. What's going on in your community, and really find ways to get involved. It's there's so many opportunities to get involved, and there's always a need. But great people leading the charge in our township here in our community.
You know what I learned from that? So we have a chat room. It's called the Lake Orion Chat Room. I'm not sure, who runs it, the administration, and how they let some of this stuff go. Like it's just a complaint site. So I think we should call it the Lake Orion complaint site instead of chat
Orion
room.
bitch room.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to, I think, start a whole chat room, but it's got to be positive. It's about love and helping the community and make it positive. Like Chris last night, he's starting a campaign. It was love,
Local.
and what's the middle one? Oh my gosh. We're going to think of it. But it just came out, and I'm like, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to start my own chat room, and how can we help people? If you really need a dog sitter and they spell sitter with one T, don't be mean and judge them.
I know.
Like, you know what? They live here in our community. You're like bullies. Like, don't
Yeah.
make fun of people.
I mean, and it's-
were you the kid in school? I mean, remember, just think before you talk, and give 10 seconds before you talk. Is it going to hurt somebody's feelings? Is it really going to do any good?
Yeah. Not only is it going to hurt, is it going to help?
Right.
I mean, are you helping? Are
absolutely.
you providing? I mean, it's one thing to have a debate. It's one thing to talk about things and say, hey, I don't know if that's a great idea because of this, and maybe this is a better idea. Well, that's a good dialogue, and that's something that somebody can respond to. Not, you spelled babysitter wrong, or, oh, these guys are,
And complain about everything
Yeah.
in our community.
But,
You know?
keyboard warriors, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
And, so,
But yeah, a great event. So cheers to our community. I'm drinking a Centini made by my wonderful husband. So
wonderful
what are you
husband.
drinking?
Wow. Superlatives. I love it. I'm drinking a smoked. I smoked it with pear.
Really?
Smoked with pear, and it's a Bullet bourbon, which is what I usually drink when I do this. But I don't know, just something, just a Friday little happy hour cocktail. Happy hour on the podcast.
I know. You want to give out what kind of bourbon you're drinking?
Bullet bourbon.
Oh, okay.
It's it's my favorite. I really like it. It's
So I have
It's good.
Santo tequila with amazing espresso that Dave made.
keep talking. I'm going to go get some more Bullet bourbon.
I know. But yeah, so I'm excited. I don't want to always talk about Centini, but you guys can feel my passion. I have like goosebumps right now through my whole body. So how I came up with Centini is I keep going to all these places and asking for an espresso martini for the past year, and they put chocolate and sugar and cream and Kahlua and all this thick, rich, creamy dairy stuff in it. Why not really just appreciate a little pick-me-up with the coffee and a little agave, 100% agave from the tequila, and then mix in a little bit of hazelnut. So, we were sitting there at Cruzamere, and I came up with the idea that I'm going to come up with my own Centini. And I wrote it in Def Leppard letters because I have always doodled. And then I said, I don't want to drink out of a can. Cans are dirty. You break your nails. I can't stand cans.
They're dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
Do you know how many people touch a can?
How many
from start
cans
to
of Blue Light
I
have I
know.
drank out of? I'm probably gonna.
I'm not telling you.
Or you've been counting.
I know.
All right, I'm sorry.
So I came back, and my injection molding experience of being in the automotive industry from supply chain, I drew my own cup up, and I went through 3 variations of it to, I think, come up with a really good. Is it 100%? Maybe not. We're gonna maybe have to tweak it, make it a little bit bigger, but. Came up with it. I went to Dave Masters, a friend of mine. He got me hooked up with the 3D model guy. And he's making my designs for me within a week. So I designed something on paper, and all of a sudden it's in my hand. So I really want like a nice plastic thin rim cup that you can drink out of. It's called an RTD, which is a ready to drink cup. And you just peel back. I bought some foil off Amazon and put our labels on it. We did all this amazing vinyl, and I have this amazing vision of everybody at Pine Knob, or if you're on an airplane, a golf course, a stadium, you're at the ballpark, you're down with the Tigers, and you need a little pick-me-up. You just grab it off the shelf, you take it to your seat, and voila, you're drinking out of an amazing thin rim cup, and you're just experiencing this amazing, silky, vibrant espresso in your mouth. So I'm really, really excited about it. And that's where it all came, because it's in innovation, packaging, but also I'm solving a problem. There's nothing on the market like it.
Yeah.
So, that's where I'm going with this. And follow my journey. I just got goosebumps again, and chills. And I just signed off with Doug over at Fisher Broyles. Amazing trademark attorney. Love him. He's so helpful. And signed off to get my trademark. And
Big step.
I know. And we're looking at patent the cup eventually. Maybe right now. I'm still working until it's perfection. And so follow my journey. Next Tuesday, the 15th, I do have a discovery call, second round with R&D. To talk about my beverage and finding the right co-packer to help me. So I'm excited. So
That's
thank
awesome.
you. So follow my journey, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. If you have a dream, no matter your age or if you have this passion, just try it and go for it. And we can make you look brilliant. Dave has just made my packaging look vibrant. He took my idea and I said, this is what I want. And he's like, oh, but I'll do this and I'll do that. And Carolyn did this. And it's just been really, really fun. And if anybody knows of any like campers or Volkswagen little buses or things like that, I want to deck out with vinyl and take it to Pine Knob opening day. Bring the Centini vehicle over, and I'm going to have this amazing bar in the back. And come get your picture taken. Have a free sample, toast, and learn. Buy some merchandise. I have a store coming out soon that I'm going to be selling merch that you can help promote and watch me grow with you. You guys are all going to be my like my soil. I can't even talk. I've had too many Centinis. But just you're my back. You got my back.
The foundation.
And the foundation of it. Yeah.
Friends or test market.
Yeah. And I've had this test market and people, and we had 20 people over the other night, and everyone loved it. All right, one person put vodka. They like vodka better, but you know what? You're not going to please every person, but. So follow my journey, please, and please like me, Centini Martini, on LinkedIn as well as on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere.
Everywhere.
So thank you.
I don't even know where you are, but you're everywhere.
I know.
Another thing I thought of, I know you've mentioned this before, but I thought of it as you were holding up the cup. You've got the prototype right here, and you've got the foil lid on it, which is key in this whole thing. But I just pictured somebody walking from the bar at Pine Knob, because I always go to Pine Knob when I think of this drink, and so picture somebody at Pine Knob. Now, anybody who's ever had a martini, you know how hard it is to hold that thing and be steady with it. Maybe it's just me, but holding a martini is hard because it wants to slosh and go around, because I think because of the way the glass is shaped. But this has that foil, so you could just peel it back just a little bit, drink it till you get to your seat, and then take the whole thing off and finish it. But, again, then it's not pouring out. But, there's so many cool things about your design on it, and really,
thank you.
It really hits it. It really hits it. And like you were saying, everything, you think of the Coke bottle, how iconic the Coke bottle is. I'm really, going out here. It's iconic like that. But the Coke bottle probably wasn't the first version of the Coke bottle, right? They probably had one bottle. Why don't we put a little curve in it? Everything goes through its renditions. Even when we work with clients and their logos and stuff like that, very rarely does the very first logo become the logo. So there's a lot of work behind it, and you've done a lot with it. To refine the cup and say, I think we need to make it a little larger here and a little smaller there and a little bit bigger base here. That's what it takes. And, 99 people out of 100 are going to maybe give up when they're like, oh, shit, I got to pay, I got to do another round of prototypes and, invest in that.
Well, I think what helps is my background of injection molding, from buying it for 18 years from steel and injection molding in the automotive industry, and having great peers and engineers around me, and then going into the sales. All this is really, really helped, and having great designers and engineers that have my back and help me take this. So yeah, I'm excited.
It's going. It's going. We're going. And you're reaching out. You heard from Santo.
Oh, my gosh.
You got a like from them, huh?
Oh, my God.
Sorry. I don't know if you were waiting to say that later. But
Well, I know I did last week. A couple of weeks ago, they liked one of my posts. But today...
today they commented. It was...
Yes, they commented. And I got 3
fireballs.
3 fireballs. I know, 3 flames, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm really excited. I'm looking for that special partner to come in and help me as well. I don't always want a partner, but Guy and Sammy, they've created a foundation of amazing entrepreneurs, and I want to be that. Am I an entrepreneur in the sales and marketing with Right Hook, which I think we're brilliant. I know we're brilliant. And then also with gardening, with Colton and I, and Gardening by Cindy, like what we do. And then this third company, and I know you guys are all saying, well, how does she have time and this and that? Guys, I was up at 4:17 a.m. this morning, and what I did, instead of laying there thinking about everything I should do, I got up, I laid on the couch, my kitty curled in my lap, and I just listened to podcasts, all the beverage and taste radio and Drink Up and Bev Source and Flavor Man and Beyond Brands and all these wonderful people in the industry that I'm listening to and getting passion from. It really got me going. And then when you got up at 6 and handed me the coffee, I was like ready to go back to bed, but I'm like, nope, get up and keep working. And now I'm at Right Hook early, and I don't know. I'll sleep when I'm dead, but
I was a little worried about your mood if you woke up that early. And
well, me too. I might get a little cranky if I don't get my sleep, but I did. I went downstairs. The foster puppy. Everybody got up at 6 this morning. Layla, Obi, and the foster puppy. Foster puppy Gus.
And
We
Dave.
decided on
Gus.
So yep, Gus.
We are going with Gus.
Yep.
I love Gus.
Yep. So Gus came to us about 3 days ago from a hoarder house in Roseville, and he had 9 siblings, but he does have a meet and greet on Sundays. So you know what? I'm going to squeeze him and love him and just show him love. When he sees me, he jumps up and down, and he's got these big, huge paws, and he's like batting at me. So he's a lab shepherd mix, and he's beautiful. And so please rescue. I know I
He's a
talk
cool,
about this every
calm
time,
dog, yeah.
but oh my gosh, he's so calm.
Dog. I'm sorry, puppy.
Yes, he's a puppy. So he sat right in the seat. He played with a little toy, and I took him to work all day. He slept all day on the job, but he had fun. And you know what? Bringing a dog to work really. You should see our customers. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one real estate. Oh my God, every business should have a
there's
cat.
puppy there. Yeah.
She's like, every business should have a puppy or cat. I'm like, I know. It's just joyful. It just brings joy to the
Yeah.
world.
No,
So it's a lot of work.
I love the name, Gus. I was gonna be if it was up to my dad.
Oh, that's right.
My name was gonna be Gus. Gus Klonke.
I love it.
It doesn't sound too bad, but my mother wouldn't allow it, so
Moms know best.
that's why I'm Dave.
I
There's a
know.
billion Daves
Daves.
all around here. I'm looking out my window, and I've got 7 Daves that I can point to in
yeah.
our neighborhood. So a lot of Daves. I don't see any Gus's though, so maybe I'll change it myself.
So, well, I think we're almost at our point. My stomach's starting
You
to
getting hungry?
growl.
So what are we
Yep.
eating tonight?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
You
We've
haven't thought
supported almost every restaurant in the community in the last 2 nights, but
Well.
we did eat in Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But I'm ready to. I got to go let the puppy out. I hear Gus. He's howling a little bit down there, and so go let him out. We'll go and support our community, and that's what we do. So I just want to give a cheers to Friday Fun Day, and it was a tough week. And I think it's going to be a full moon soon here, and there's a lot of crazy energy going on. So I haven't been in a great place, and I really every day you've really supported me. So you've been
Me?
nice.
Gus?
Yeah, I know you. And maybe
I'm calling myself Gus.
maybe it's the manifesting that's helping us as well. So
Well,
cheers to you and thank you. So let's go have some fun, work hard, play hard, give hard.
7 days a week we're working, right?
know.
mean, it really is. I mean, you'll catch us playing,
I
but we're
know.
probably doing some work in
Right. Well, there's a great band, Jason Barge, 3 Sheets.
where are they at tomorrow?
At the American Legion.
Oh, because I saw it. All
I
right.
think.
And,
I
well, on the
hope so.
calendar it says O'Connor's.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know.
Unless they changed it. I was hoping they were
O'Connor's
going
is
to be there.
awesome Irish pub in Rochester, downtown Rochester.
Yeah, it's great.
But I don't know
I
if
got to
that's
hit
where he's playing. I
Dominic
just
up.
saw it. I was going to ask you that.
He needs some. He needs to get some hats, so thanks for the reminder.
All right, well, good.
So-
All right, we'll call him right now. Let's get him on the line.
Oh, and we have some new guests next week. So look forward to our podcast. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. So here, please, I'm going to have another taste testing coming up soon. So if you'd like to be involved, and come on over, buy some merch, drink some samples, and support a new business.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Cheers.
Cheers, babe.
All right. Love you.
I love you.
All right. Cheers, everyone. Make it a great day.
We're kicking it with the Clonkies.
With Cindy.
And Dave.
Good
or
night.
Gus. Gus.
Stop. Good night.